Good morning, children. Welcome back with the next new session. So, in this session, we are going to discuss the last part of the lesson that we have started. So, the lesson that we have started was lesson number 17, Understanding Poverty from 8th Standard textbook. Okay, so far in this lesson, we have discussed about the poverty, what are the reasons of poverty, why that poverty, why poverty has come, what are the reasons. Next, what are the what is the main reason, that is the employment that is less, the opportunity of employment is less in India, that means the unemployment is more in India. Then we have also discussed about the agriculture, agriculture sector, why the people are more into agriculture sector, and what is the problem which comes from the agriculture, that means what is why the problem of poverty has come from the agriculture. We have all discussed in the previous lesson. So we have also discussed about the number of calories to be intaked by the people from the rural areas as well as the urban areas. So in this part of the session, we are going to learn about the livelihood options that the people choose, okay. Now, what is the reason for the poverty? We have learned that because of unemployment, because there is no employment opportunities, or they are only contract based employments opportunities are present. That is the reason why most of the people are jobless, most of the people are just sitting idle without having any kind of a jobs, okay. And I have also told in the previous session that many people enjoy the benefits of the government facilities, like buying grains at a low prices, or getting grains at a free of cost, so that they need not to work, and they are getting pulses and grains at a lowest prices, or they are getting at a free of cost. So this is one of the reason why most of the people are neglecting or showing the less interest in going to the jobs. So this is one of the main reason for the poverty now. So in this today's session, what we are going to discuss what we are going to discuss is access of affordable food. Okay, the topic today is access to affordable food. Now, it is said that in the fourth century, that means during the time of Kautilyas. Okay, during the time of Kautilyas, it was said that the king in the kingdom used to supply half of its food grains. That means the kingdom of Kautilya, they had a huge land of agriculture, where they used to provide the half of the land of, that means the food crops, the food grains, whatever it was grown in the agriculture fields. The king, he has to supply, the duty of the king is to supply half of the food grains to the people in his kingdom, and the rest will be under him, that means will be under his share. Okay, that means half of the portion will be supplied, or will be provided to the people who are living in their kingdom, as well as the rest should be kept with the people of king and his family members. So this was one of the rule which was made from the kingdom of Kautilyas. Now, the government is providing some of the facilities, like providing ration cards, providing food grains at a lower prices, Now, where are these food grains are sold at a low prices? So the place where these people get grains at a low prices are the shop is the ration shops. Okay, people go to the ration shops. Okay, they show their ration cards. Just after seeing the ration cards, they give them rations at a free of cost for some days, and sometimes they even cost very less when compared to the market prices. For example, a kilo rice is maybe some if it is outside, maybe some 20 rupees or some 25 rupees, but whereas in the ration shops, it is for the poor people especially, it is for 1 rupee or 2 rupee also. So this kind of a system was started by the government. Now, like this, not only rice but also pulses, wheat, sugar, then kerosene oil, all these things are being supplied by the government to the people, especially the poor people who cannot afford buying food grains. Okay, now why only food grains? That means we all know that food is the essential thing for every person, isn't it? Food, clothing and shelter are the essential things. Now, right to life, that every person right to life is an article given in the constitution. That article 21 says that right to life, that every person should have right to live with the required essentials. That means having food at least twice a day, having a meal twice a day, okay, having proper clothing, proper shelter. Okay, but whereas having the food, having the clean water, having the shelter is these are the main factors all the people should have. Being a human life, being a human, the basic needs are the food. Without a food, without water, it is impossible for a person to survive, isn't it? So that is the reason why it is mainly it is mentioned in the constitution that article 21 says that right to life for every person with the essential needs. So now the government has taken an responsibility to provide food grains to all the people at less prices. Now people who are poor people, so these people were given ration cards. Okay, these people were given ration cards, and so on. The system of supplying the food has started. So the process of supplying the food has been started. So what the name was given is public distribution system. That means supplying of food grains. No? So this system is known as public distribution system, or also known as PDS. So PDS means public distribution system. What happens is the government provides the rations, that means provides the food grains. The government buys the ration from the farmers directly, and then sells these rations, or sells farmers, like government get the food grains from the farmers, provided to the ration shops, and from the ration shops, people who are poor people, either they get free of a cost, or they have to buy these food grains at a less price when compared to the market prices. Okay, so this is the actual concept of the ration card system. Now how can the people know who are under the poverty line, or who are above the poverty line, or who are very below the poverty line? For this, the government has to start an survey. So what is survey? Survey means collecting information. Survey means collecting information. So the government has started a system of collecting information from every house to every village to every city to every town. An entire country has taken a survey of like how many people are there in each family. So who is the main person of the family, how much is the income for the person, how much annually the person is earning, so is it sufficient to meet all the required essentials. Okay, so after dividing all these things, they could understand that some families come under poverty line, some families come under below poverty line, some families come under above poverty line. Okay, so after distributing everything, they got an idea of to whom to give food grains at a less price, whom to charge at least little amount. Okay, now what happened is so this system was started, and soon after the independence, we have attained independence, this system has started by the government, that there should be public distribution system entirely in India. That means soon after the independence we got this system. Now during the 1997, the survey has also started, and many of the families have come upon with their annual incomes, with the less annual incomes, and finally we could state that they are people who should get rations, that means should get food crops like food grains at a less cost. Now the government has decided some of the food grains, like people who are very very poor should get the Antyodaya cards. The people who are very poor, that means they cannot even buy any food grain, so these people will be provided with the Antyodaya cards. Now next after this, people who are a slight better, who are little better, so these people were given below poverty line BPL cards, and finally people who are little more better than BPL are given above poverty line. So these are the three cards which were provided by the government. So one more card, that is Annapurna card, was also been provided for the people here. Now there are some prizes again for these, every card there are some particular prizes, only these prizes has to be paid by these people, like the card holders. Now they said that Antyodaya card holders are entitled to get 35 kilos of food grains. So Antyodaya card people, that means people who have Antyodaya cards, so what they get is 35 kilos of food grains. So in this food grains, it includes rice and wheat per month per family. Then the BPL card holders in Andhra Pradesh can receive 4 kilos of rice, not exceeding 20 kilos per head per family. Okay, that means BPL family will be getting 4 kilos per head, but it should not increase, but it should not exceed to 20 kilos per family. Then the Annapurna scheme card holders who are the poorest of poor, that means who are very poor, who are senior citizens, will be getting 10 kilos of rice for free of cost. Especially for the people who are senior citizens, like these people will be provided 10 kilos of rice every month at a free of cost. Now so what the government has to see is whether every person, that means every card holder, depending on different, like depending on their incomes, like Antyodaya cards, BPL, APL, okay, or this Annapurna cards, like is everyone getting proper quantities depending on the price they have given. Okay, so this thing has to be particularly seen. Now one more important thing is, the government, what they have to see is whether the quality of the things that they are providing is of good quality or not. For example, when compared to the market quality of rice, which are provided in the ration shops are very different. Okay, so the rice grains which are provided in the market are the polished ones and the fine rice, that means it is slightly thin, and these are polished rice, whereas the rice grains, that means the rice which are being sold in the ration shops, are little thick, as well as these are non polished ones. Okay, but one thing is, this unpolished rice is a good for health. Okay, and some of the pulses, usually there are many malfunctions means what, like they cheat people in different ways, like providing cheap qualities of rice, or they even add small pebbles, that means small stones were added to the rice as well as to the all these pulses also, so that the weight can be more, because all this, if the sometimes what they do is 10 kilos of like pulses were there, in that some 500 grams or something, they add all this mud, or sometimes they even add small stones to it, so that it shows more weight. Okay, if you find anyone getting these ration food grains from the ration shops, please have a look what kind of food grains these people provide. Just have a look. So these things the government has to observe, and the government has to take a strict action to this. Okay, then there are some situations where, as it is important that every poor person should get the availability of Antyodaya cards or BPL cards or APL cards, okay, or Annapurna cards. Now there are some families which get these cards, okay, with the help of some people, like if they have a good relation with the people who are into politics and all, or who are the head of the areas, they get these cards from them, and they misuse this opportunity, and even they also collect the food grains from the ration shop. So this is also one of the concept that government has to look on, because there are many poor people who are not able to collect the food grains because of the cards were not available also. Okay, and there are some people who are rich enough, or people who can at least have 3 meals a day, even they are also misusing this opportunity, and they are getting the cards with the help of the local headmen, and they are also getting these cards and collecting the food grains every month from the ration shop. So this thing has to be changed, and government should particularly have a survey of saying that no misusing of this thing should happen, like every poor people should get a proper service from the government. Okay, then it was also seen that the government has also started a scheme called midday meal in the schools, especially in the midday meals. Now why this midday meal concept has started? See, many people, like poor people who are not able to have 2 meals a day, what they do, they don't send their children to work, like they don't send their children to study. But what government has said is compulsory education should be given to every child, isn't it? So as a right was given that every child should get a free education, at least age of some 10 years or 12 years, like every child should get a free education, free and compulsory education, which we have discussed earlier. So what happens is, just to make these children come to the school, the government has started midday meal, so that so that families or the parents can understand, let these children at least have a meal of free of cost at a school. Now these are the meals which are provided by the government, especially in the government schools and municipal schools. You will find these kind of meals are being supplied for the people, supplied for the students. Okay, now these meals includes some pulses, okay, some vegetables, then eggs, chickens, fish, are all these foods that are being included in these their meal. Now every week, even till Saturday, these people get food in the school itself. After completing the school hours, the government provides the food to these people, and they have all this lunch and all in the school itself. Okay, so this is one of the good concept that like the government has started. Okay, then the government also makes sure that every person or every child should get a complete education. That means being a child should get a free and compulsory education. Then article 21 says right to life, and every person should get this right to life, as well as one more right is, So right to life and right to vote is one of the important function that every person should get. Okay, so these are the main important rights that every right to a job also, like every person should get an opportunity for employment, because if there is no employment, this creates the chances of poverty. If there is no proper job, or if there is a person if is unemployed, so that creates a situation called poverty line there. Okay, so one is the right for the job and other is right to life, that every person should get at least essentials to survive. Okay, so this is all about the lesson understanding poverty, lesson number 17 from 8th standard textbook. I hope you have all understood this part of session very well. Okay, for any more doubts and queries, please ask us immediately. We'll meet up in the next upcoming class with the next new session. Till then, bye children. Thank you. Have a nice day.